If you've ever tried to change colors across an entire Illustrator file, you know it breaks. This fixes it instantly. Fills, strokes, gradients, live text, all together. And no, it is not global colors. So I have two documents open here. The first is global colors and then recolor. You may have tried global colors before, and that is if I were to double click, say, I'm gonna pick this light blue. I've already got a global color set up, and all I can do is just drag this along, and it live changes everything that's light blue all at once for me. That includes strokes, fills, and so on. It works great. The problem is you have to preset this up, or you have to go through the annoying process of trying to select the colors. So in this case, we're going to do the light gold in this document. So right now you can see that it's just an RGB color because that's what I've got my document set to. And if I want to actually change this color throughout this design, I have to select everything that it appears on. So first we have our stroke, as you can see here. So we're going to go to select, same stroke color. And now what we could do is come over here and hit plus in our swatches panel, and we could change this to light gold. And here's the trick. You want to make sure that global is checked on. Now, reminder, this is not the best way to do it. Just showing you how it would work. Then we're going to take a look at our gradients here. And I have to select them one at a time. I'm going to go into the gradient. I'm going to grab my light color, and now I'm going to drag on this new global color that we made. I'm going to repeat it over here. Then we want to get the fill. So we're going to go select, same fill color. And you guessed it, we're going to fill it here. And lastly, it's also in our live text down here, and we're going to select it. Now, I believe I've gotten everything that's light gold, but I might have missed something. But here's how we find out. We're going to double click this global color, and we're going to drag it to something obvious. And now we can see everything that was light gold has now changed to this weird green color because that's what I've just currently selected. And this is a great way to change your colors, but as you saw, it can be a little bit tedious. So let me show you a really quick way to do this. There's no pre-setup, there's no messing around. It's so much easier. So this is my other document. It's basically the exact same, except for I have no global color set up. And all we have to do to change the color is I'm going to select all of my artwork. I'm going to go to edit, down to edit colors, and then recolor artwork. Now you've probably been around in here before, and you know if you click and drag this, you can recolor everything. But in this case, I don't want to recolor everything, or I don't like the way that it's doing it. So what I want to do is recolor one thing. So I'm just going to undo this. Now here's the game-changing tip. So what you may have missed in this recolor panel is if we go down here and we uncheck this, so we unlink our harmony colors, now I can simply select this color. This is the darker blue, and I can change it to any color I want, and it will automatically update on a stroke, a fill, a pattern, a gradient, and even live text. I'm going to drag that back roughly. This is going to be more obvious. I'm going to use my light gold. So my light gold is right here in my text. It's also in my gradient. It's in this stroke. It's all over the place. If we click and drag this here, see how it is live changing everything from the gradient to the stroke to the fill and even the live text. It's so much easier to work with this way, and it saves me so much time. So I'm really in control, and I can use any color I want. Also, if you double click this circle, you can pull up your color picker. And now you may be a little more comfortable with this interface. So you can select whichever color you want, and you can put in the CMYK, you can put in the RGB or the hex, whatever you're comfortable with, or you can even come up here and you can pick a color from an object like so. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel that. Now, here's one more little last tip that you probably didn't know. When we're in our recolor dialog box, if say we have too many colors, let's say that your document isn't as organized as mine and mine only had a handful of colors. Let's say you have a lot more colors and now you're realizing you don't want that many colors. These two golds are so similar. Let's just make them one. Forget about the gradient. What we can do is pick the color that we want. Let's say that I want to go with the darker color. I'm going to double click on the circle and I'm just going to copy this hex code. Then I'm going to double click on the lighter gold and I'm going to paste it there. So that was Command C and then Command V, which is Control C or Control V on a PC. And we're going to click OK. It hasn't fixed it just yet, because as you can see, if I click and drag this, it still recognizes these as two different colors. So I'm going to undo for a moment. So with them overlapping each other, I'm actually just going to leave recolor. So I've left recolor. And now if I select all of my artwork and I go back to recolor, now I'm going to unlink this again. You can see it is considered all of that gold as one color. So that is a really easy way to clean up your colors and get them all consistent and have a very small color palette, and then change the colors however you need. I think this is the best way to recolor your artwork, especially if you have it on strokes, fills, gradients. It even works on patterns. And of course, as I showed you, live text. So what do you think? Is this something you're going to incorporate into your workflow? Do you have a better way to do it? Let me know down in the comments. And if you want to see more Illustrator tips and tricks like this, please follow. We'll see you next time.